Hey, what's up? This is Hyun-Suk Yoon and welcome back to the SEIR model tutorial with Numerus Model Builder. In this tutorial, we're going to go one step farther now and do a preparation for creating a hierarchical model. So without further ado, I'm going to hand over the mic to Kriti. Enjoy.
Hey again, guys. So in this video, we will actually have a very brief conversation on how to add in pins and out pins. We also call them inputs and outputs from one layer, and then how to connect that to actually now create a second layer in a model. So we're looking at a continuous SEIV metapopulation model right now, and it's a metapopulation model because we have this second layer, which we will explain later. Now I'm going to start with these inputs and outputs, and I will delete one to actually show you how it is done. The process is relatively repetitive, actually very repetitive, so I'm not going to go through the whole thing. In fact, I'll just do one, give you the idea, and then you can mess around with it on your own. So if we go to components, I'm going to drag a term for an output. So we're looking at this set. So we organize them having inputs here, outputs here, just so it's easier to be able to find and identify. But with the code, you should be able to identify what it is as well. So it's up to you if you want it organized or not. So I'm going to double click this term and go ahead and say out D, which is the value I wanted. Now I'm going to call it from alpha D because that's what I would like for my model to do. Alright, so we have this term, we have out D, it's connecting, everything's great, except it still looks like a circle. The way we make it an input or an output is by selecting one of these two. So if I want an output, I'll select out pin. If I want an input, which is one of these, I'll select in pin. In this case, I want an output, so I'm going to keep it at what it is right now, and we're good. So now this model is done, and the way we connect it to the second layer is, so this is actually the representation of this entire layer in the net SEIV layer. So the continuous SEIV migration, I will say that again in case it was confusing, is represented by this icon within the net SEIV layer. And the way we did that is by literally dragging this into here, and I'll show you that more in the next video. What I want you to pay attention to right now is when we go back to this model, notice how there are 6 inputs and about, let's see, 10? Is that 10 inputs? 10 outputs? Yeah, so 6 in pins, 10 out pins. Now, notice 6 in pins, 10 out pins. So if that gives you a better understanding of what exactly this represents, that helps me kind of understand, okay, this is the entire continuous SEIV migration model put in this one icon on a bigger level. And now in the next video, I will explain a little bit more about what is going on in this level.